in my airplane. Riding along in my airplane. Over the clouds and through the rain. Riding along in my airplane, sometimes I meet a bird, and up high in the sky, flying always as fast as I fly, but not as high. Riding along in my airplane, out of the sunlight and into the rain. Then out of the clouds and sun again. Riding along in my airplane. Down below, the people go. Very small and very slow. They look like bugs and ants and flies. I wonder if they realize what they look like through my eyes. Riding along in my airplane. I wave to the sun. I shout to the rain. Then, with a roar of my motors that drowns me out, I dash straight up in the air and wheel about. I plunge through the sunlight. I hurl through the rain. Then I glide around down to the earth in my airplane, safely back home once again. Oops, we have technical difficulty. All right, back on course. So, that was a great song. Not song, story, sorry. Oh my gosh, that was a good story. Oh my God, about all the things that you can do flying in your airplane. Well, that's the end of story time today. So before we say goodbye, let's sing our closing song. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to our friends. It's time to say goodbye to our friends. Story time is done today. We've had a lot of fun. It's time to say goodbye to our friends. Thanks for joining me on our journey today.